What's up guys, it's Emily. So today's video is going to be reading your guys' assumptions about me. Honestly, I actually enjoyed doing this video the first 2 times I did it, and I wanted to do it again because I wanted to see what new assumptions you guys have and like things like that. So I did go through them and see which ones that stand out the most to me. And we're going to be reading them out loud, and hopefully I have them pop up on the screen. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that, but I'm most likely going to do that, is have them pop up on the screen. But without further ado, give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified of my videos, comment what you guys think of this video, and let me know down in the comments what more videos you guys want to see from me, and let's get this started. I'm so excited to jump into this. Okay, let's get this started. So there was a lot of them that stood out to me, and I just found it funny, the vibes you guys get off of me based off watching my videos, and you guys are obviously complete strangers and things like that. So obviously you guys, like, I've shared things with you, but you guys obviously don't personally know me from like my day-to-day life. So some of the assumptions that I got were like super interesting, and I was just like, interesting. So let's go through these bad boys and read through them. I got, how many? 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. So we'll read all 18 of them. So the first one I got, and I always get this for some reason, is you're mean as F. A-S-F. So meaning I'm mean as fuck. So honestly, like, I don't know why everybody, even growing up in school, everybody's always said I had like a mean look to my face, which I never thought I did. But I guess I give off like a mean vibe, but I'm really like down to earth, very bubbly, very extroverted and things like that. Like, I look mean, like. And that was the funny thing, people were scared to come up to me because, or like try to talk to me because I had like this mean look to my face. And I don't know what it is, because especially in school, when I went to school, there was a lot of people that said that to me, like later on through the years. They're like, oh my god, like I don't even know why I never spoke to you because you're so like bubbly and this, that, and third. So I'm not mean. I can be mean, but I like, if you're mean to me, I'm gonna be mean right back. But I'm definitely not mean. I'm very down to earth, a very chill, laid back person. I love to talk to people. I love people. I love socializing, things like that. So I'm not mean whatsoever. Next one. Okay, this one was the one that stood out to me the most. I don't think I've ever really spoke about this on my channel, so I don't know why this person made this assumption about me. But you don't like or want children. I was really shocked by this one because I thought I give vibes of like loving children and stuff like that. Now, as some of you guys may not know, I do have a condition where it causes possible fertility issues. Now I've always since I've known what what it's like to like have a baby and stuff, I've always wanted to be a mom. And I knew I always wanted to be a mom. And I've always had a love for children. I have an extremely close relationship with my little cousins. I've changed their Pampers and I've played with them, and I've always gave that vibe of like loving children. And I don't know what made this person assume that about me, but I've always wanted my own children. And if you guys want to hear more about that, I'll definitely make like a separate video about me wanting children and like my PCOS situation with having children and things like that. But I definitely want children. If you guys may not know, I want 4 or 5 kids. And I love kids. I don't care, like, if you're, like, I get kids are a handful, and you have to have a lot of patience with them, and you have to be very understanding with them. And I was a kid once myself, and honestly, there are some people out in this world that don't want kids, and that's perfectly fine. But me personally, I want many kids, and I want to be a mom, and I want, like, that type of life. Like, I don't care how long it takes me, or, you know, I don't care how my path is, you know, as long as I get to be called mom one day, you know what I mean? And even if I don't get my wish of 4 kids, I'll be happy with 2 or 3. So, yes, I love kids and I want kids. Okay, next one. That one just shocked me. Like, it just, like, but yeah, if you guys want to see a video off of me talking about kids and stuff, I don't think I've ever talked about that on my channel. So, if you guys want me to talk about that, for sure, I'll talk about it. Okay, you're bi, meaning bisexual. I am not bi. I have a boyfriend that I've been with for almost 6 years now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was bi-curious between the ages of 12 and 13, but I knew I never, like, I think everybody's been through that phase of being bi-curious. Doesn't mean you're actually bi, it's just mean, like, a curiosity, but, you know what I mean? Like, so, I was definitely bi-curious between the ages of 12, 13, but I knew I liked boys. I knew I liked men and things like that. Because number one, you don't know, you can't give yourself a label, especially if you've never had a boyfriend, never kissed a girl, never kissed a guy, so you would never know. And at that age, I was not dating. I was just talking to people, but I wasn't dating. And if I did date somebody, it was puppy love. So honestly, like, yeah, I'm not bi. I'm perfectly straight. I've been with my man for 6 years, and yeah, so that was not too interesting because I've got that. Everybody gets that vibe off of me for some reason. I don't know why. The next one was, you were the popular girl in school. This one's a little, like, a common one that I usually get. I was nowhere near the popular girl, guys. Just because if you guys don't know, I was bullied, and I had a very small circle of friends in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And in high school, I turned to going to, homeschool. So I had a very small circle of friends, and I had a big trust issue with people. So even like as young as I was, I always had issues with friendships. And I was never considered a popular person. And I know I've got this many times that I give off that vibe, but I'm never liked that label of popular or geeks or the emo kids or the depressed people. Like, I just hate school labels, and I never liked that. If anything, I've had my own label, meaning like just being myself. I just kind of mixed with everybody, and that was that. I was a more people person, so I like to get along with everybody, get to know everybody, and things like that. But I was never popular. The most friends I had was 3 to 5 friends, the most in school, and I never hung out with the popular kids and things like that. But like I said, I don't like labels, especially like I think it's so dumb. So yeah, I was never the popular kid, thankfully. This one had me a little surprised. I don't know why somebody assumed this, but I don't know. Okay, the next one was, you're pregnant. Now, I haven't made any video saying that I was pregnant, or I made an announcement that I was pregnant, or anything like that, or my pictures, nothing. I am not pregnant, guys. Honestly, like, I would have told you guys by now if I was, but I'm not. I do have a condition where it causes pregnancy issues, and right now, in what's going on around the world and like my time of life right now, I am not, that's like one thing I'm not thinking about. But yeah, I'm not pregnant. I don't know what made this person assume that, but I'm not pregnant. Make that loud and clear. I'm not pregnant. I got a belly because I eat, but I'm not pregnant. Okay. This one was a little taken back from me because I'm very truthful on my channel. Of everything I post, I keep it 100 with you guys. I tell you my experiences because I want to share my story with you guys and make you guys understand that you guys are not alone, and I've experienced certain things that people have experienced that came across my channel. So the next assumption was, you lied about your bullying story. Honestly, guys, why would I post a video? First of all, I don't like sympathy. That's one thing. The reason why I posted that video was, one, because I actually experienced something like that. I experienced it for 8 years of my life. And my life was taken from me for 8 years of emotional, verbal abuse and physical abuse. Okay? I wouldn't sit back and lie about a whole bullying story and come up with it in my imagination or something. I don't understand where somebody would come up with, oh, you lied about your bullying story. There's no reason to lie. I post my life on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. I choose what I post. I choose what I share. And the reason why I shared that story with you guys was because bullying is a big issue across the world. I've seen my own little cousins come home crying because of bullying. I know what that feels like. I want you guys to feel what I felt when I was going through that. And I want to give you guys advice about bullying. Because how I handled it, I made it through that. I could say that I was strong through that. And I could say that I made it through that difficult time in my life. I shared that story because I wanted to open up to you guys so you guys could like feel comfortable enough to talk to me and to feel like this is your safe haven. I didn't have to share that story. I could have kept that to myself, but I wanted to because I want bullying to end. I want it to be voiced out that it is not okay to be a bully. I wouldn't have voiced my story for no reason, guys. I did not lie about my bullying story. I have no reason to lie. I was 100% honest in that video and point blank. That's all I gotta say about that. That's it. Next one. You are really trustworthy. I I definitely think I am. I'm definitely a good secret keeper. When you tell me a secret, I'm gonna keep it for the rest of my life, and I'm definitely trustworthy. When you tell me something and you don't want judgment, I'm not gonna judge you based off what you tell me. If you tell me something, and obviously I'm not gonna go, oh, this, that, and a third to the next person, because you're telling me something, you might as well be truthful and keep it to yourself. Like, there's no reason to be spreading lies about that person just to make that person suffer. So yeah, I'm definitely a trustworthy person. Thank you for that, because I definitely want people to know that I'm very trustworthy, and I always gave that vibe of keeping secrets. I've always been a good secret keeper, and yeah, so trust is a big thing to me. And if people trust me, I trust you. There's been many people that has betrayed my trust, so I wouldn't want it back towards me. If somebody tells me something, I wouldn't want it done to me, type thing. You know what I mean? So, on to the next one. You look like you get in a lot of fights. I'm assuming physical fights. Okay. I've never been a fighter. I've never been a person that likes drama. I've never been a person that likes conflicts. I never liked the person. I just never liked conflicts, drama, fighting. Now, I know I could fight. I got the strength for it. I've been a fighter my whole life. Meaning internally, I've been a fighter my whole life. But physical fights, I've never been in a fight in my life. I never been in a physical fight. I almost fought in middle school, but that was resolved because we talked it out like two adults, middle school adults. I just was never a person that liked drama. I hate conflicts. I hate he said, she said bullshit. I hate it. So I never had a fight in my life. I never got into a fist fight. I hate arguments. If we're gonna argue, you might as well just dip, because I do not like arguing. It's just a waste of time, a waste of drama. So personally, I just never been in a fight, physical fight. I wouldn't mind being in one, but if I needed to, like to protect somebody I love and things like that, then yeah. But like even with myself, like if I know how to talk like another human to another person, I think that's the best way to resolve an issue than thinking like, oh, let's fight because this, that, and a third. It's better to talk about it than not talk about it. Okay. I thought you looked like a porn star. Nope, never been in that industry, never will be. I don't know, maybe you've seen somebody that looked like me, but I never been in that industry, never will be in that industry. So, moving on to the next one, because that one was a little silly to me. YouTube is a temporary thing for you. No, YouTube has not been a temporary thing for me. In all honesty, I've wanted to do YouTube since 2013. I did it in 2013, but I was doing it for all the wrong reasons, and then I restarted it in 2015, and I've been doing it ever since. It is not temporary. I want YouTube to capture moments that I could look back on for a lifetime. It's not just for the money. It's not just for, just for subscribers and to get fame or any. I don't like that type of attention. I never did like that attention. I just want memories to be captured, memories to be saved somewhere for the rest of its for as long as YouTube's around. And honestly, I've always loved being a YouTuber. I loved giving advice to people. I loved showing my talents to you guys. Like I don't ever think I ever want to stop YouTube unless like it became too much, but I don't think I would ever give up on YouTube. I'm a very go-getter person, and when I stick to something, I'm gonna stick to it and keep doing something I love. And I do love YouTube, and I do love talking to you guys, and I love this is like my outlet of talking and like being able to be myself. You know, everything I talk to you guys about and things like that, I am an honest book when it comes down to that. So I love YouTube. YouTube is not a temporary thing for me, and I do want to eventually show you guys. My family will eventually grow. When I do have kids and stuff, I want you guys to see those moments with me. So yeah, I don't want YouTube to be temporary unless somehow, some way YouTube gets taken down, but I hope not. But yeah. Okay guys, so I had to pause the video real quick because my SD card looked like it was blinking, so I wanted to make sure I cleared out some space out of my SD card. But back to the video. We left off YouTube is temporary assumption. Okay. Come on. Okay. The next one was you have a really good heart, but people walk all over you. I don't know why I leaned. Definitely agree with that one 100%. I felt that one because I feel like that all the time. I feel like I have the biggest heart in the world, and I always have a tendency of letting too many people walk all over my good heart, and sometimes it could be a definitely struggle, especially when you have a good heart, because people take advantage of that and just think that they could walk all over you and manipulate you and things like that, and sometimes you don't know how to say no, or you don't know how to take somebody out of your life. So definitely agree with that one. I definitely have a big heart, and I'm trying to learn to work on that and trying to be more hard on letting people walk all over me, and trying to, that's like an everyday struggle for me though, because it just depends like who it is, and our history and our relationship and things like that. So for sure agree with that one. I got two of the same ones, and it says you are very assertive and you're very confident, and you take charge in anything you do. So I definitely think, I don't think I'm 100% confident, guys. I know I give off that vibe off my channel because I want to bring that type of energy to you guys, but I'm obviously, nobody's ever going to feel 100% confident. I do have my times where I'm crying on my bed at night and I struggle with my flaws and my weaknesses and my insecurities and things like that. But I definitely have improved tremendously with my confidence. I've had a big issue growing up with my confidence because of my body image. I've always had weight issues and things like that. But my confidence like changed, like turned around on me in like 2016, 2017. That's when I stopped caring what people thought of me, of what I wore, about, honestly, like, you guys would be surprised. Like, I finally wore a bathing suit on the beach in 2017, and that was like my life-changing moment, and I that's something I'll treasure forever, because that was like a life-changing moment for me, because my confidence was so low during those times. And I started changing my style with clothes. I started opening my mind. Like, I started being more open-minded about choosing what I want to wear. Like, it's okay to wear crop tops and tube tops and shorts and things like that. So my confidence definitely improved a lot, but there's things that I still internally struggle with, and that's perfectly okay. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, my confidence, I know a lot of you guys love how confident I am, and I'm very honest with confidence, and if you guys want to see a video about confidence, I will definitely do it, because I love talking about things like that and lifting other women up. I just love woman empowerment overall. So yeah, confidence for sure. Definitely agree with that assumption though. The next one is you have body image issues, which we were just talking about confidence. I do suffer with body image issues still to this day. There's times I've took out every mirror in my room, and I took out my body mirror, I took out my face mirror, because it was just like, it was just like honestly a struggle for me to see myself every day, because honestly, like, some of you guys may not know this, and this is something that's going to be addressed eventually, because this has been brought up way too many times, and people spoke so down about my weight on my channel. I do have a condition that causes a lot of weight gain issues, and I have two conditions that cause that, and they both kind of like go head in head with each other, so it definitely makes it harder for me to lose weight. And body image issues has been a struggle since forever, because of bullying. Things that people said about me I thought was the truth, and that was a struggle. And then learning later on in life what was really going on was like, wow, this whole time, like, there was actually a problem. Why I thought it was just because I just was an emotional eater and things like that. I definitely think I have emotional eating issues, but I thought it was something like I couldn't lose weight. I couldn't at all. 2014 was the most weight I lost, but I gained it within a year. I gained 120 pounds back within 8 months, and that was when my whole life went upside down, because right now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm at my heaviest weight that I've ever been at, and it's definitely a struggle for me, but I still walk around these streets with the biggest confidence and the biggest smile on my face, and I'm not going to stop that. So yes, I do struggle with body image issues, and I do want to talk about addressing my weight and body image issues and all that good stuff, because there has been comments that I've got off my Instagram, off my YouTube, and I want to address certain things, because people have a tendency of judging someone and not knowing who they really are. So we're going to address that in my next video, but yeah, let's move on before I continue to talk about that. You come from a rich family. I hate when people say that. I hate when people give people labels. Whether you're a rich family, middle class, low class, it don't matter. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My family is not rich. I get it. People get that assumption about me, but I'm not rich. I've seen my parents grow up in Queens, New York, struggling, trying to make ends meet and things like that, but they still made things happen. You know, I still had food in my stomach, clothes on my back, and things like that. I'm not gonna give myself the label of, oh, I'm a rich kid, or I'm this, I'm that. Like, I don't believe in that label, middle class, low class. You know, what you grow up with is what you get, and money at the end of the day doesn't matter, or that label doesn't matter, because as long as you got your family behind you, that's all that matters. But I am not a rich kid. I never grew up on a rich family and things like that. My family's been through their fair share of life, and not just my general family, just like my extended family, my family. I just think that giving somebody that label, especially like if you don't know them, is kind of silly. So like I get it, like a lot of people may assume that, but I'm not a rich kid. I know what struggle is, guys. I do know. And like at the end of the day, money doesn't matter. So this one was hilarious to me because I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know, I found it funny. So we're on my last two. I get witch vibes from you. Now, I don't know if this person is a witch or has that type of vibe off of me, but I've got this so many times when I've posted, when I've asked you guys to make assumptions about me. And honestly, I don't know nothing about witches and things like that. I've always been interested in that stuff, and I definitely think I have something in my family that we all don't know about yet, but I definitely think we have a spiritual gift in my family. And I never been in witchcraft and things like that. I don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm into tarot cards and crystals and things like that, but that's so funny that I wanted to finally read that one off because I just thought it was funny, like, people get witch vibes from me and things like that. I guess it's because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what witch vibes are, but maybe. I don't know. And then the next one was, you have a spiritual gift. Now, I don't know if this person is, like, spiritual, that they feel that, like, energy, but I definitely think I have some sort of spiritual gift in my family. Certain people picked from my family, I definitely feel like a good amount of us, I feel like all of us have a little different way of spiritual gift. And honestly, I never spoke about that, but I definitely think that there's a spiritual gift in my family. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's like ancestors of mine that had spiritual gifts or witches in the family and things like that. I don't know, but yeah, I can't really answer that for you guys, but off of energy I give and things like that, there could possibly be a spiritual gift that I have that I may not know until I discover in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this assumptions about me, and give this video a fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.